What's going on, guys? It's the King of 161st Street, and I'm back with another video. And let's just get this video started. We got two games to talk about, two awesome games. So, game two in playing Baltimore. The Yankees come out firing Giancarlo Stanton, who, although had a little bit of a low stretch after getting 249 home runs in his career, finally gets 250 and has been pretty good, pretty productive up to this point. Giancarlo Stanton has hit a two-run homer, put us up 2, and Yankees coast in that game to a 5-2 victory. But for game 2, what I really want to talk about is just how fucking good Michael King has been. Michael King, I gave him credit in the video where I was talking shit about Gerrit Cole. But to go a little bit more in depth on that, this man came back after being a highly touted prospect. He was one of our top 5 pitchers in our system. Came up as a starter, shit the bed, goes back down into the minors for 1 or even 2 years. I keep forgetting. Comes back up. The Yankees decide to use him as a reliever now. And this man is giving us more production than even Gerrit Cole has this year. This man, like I said in that video, has been the single most important guy out of the bullpen. And Aroldis Chapman has not blown a save this year. That's telling you something. Aroldis Chapman has not blown a save, and Michael King has still been the single most important guy in that bullpen. The versatility of Michael King. He can come in for 1 high leverage inning. He can come in and give you 3 great innings after a starter shits the bed. He can do it all. He can close out a game for you. He can do whatever you ask him to do, which, like I said in that Gerrit Cole video, he is the master of succeeding when things aren't in his favor. When he is not supposed to be doing great, he comes out and he shocks everyone. And you know what? I just had to do that for game 2. Game MVP obviously is Michael King. The man has been a G all year, and the King has to give his respect. Michael King wins us game 2. Now, game 3, I was actually in attendance. The bleacher creatures were not out for Thursday's game. It was a very weird game because it's a Thursday game, but it was a 1:05 start. So a lot of people really wouldn't show up because people have jobs. So I don't understand that scheduling, either MLB or the Yankees. Whoever decided that game would be best at 1:05, I don't understand it. But anyways, Gumby comes out, or Tyone, it was Tyone. Tyone comes out, and he starts off pitching okay. He's not pitching great. He's pitching okay. Then the wheels start to fall off a little bit. Gives up a run, but really it's more just like the hits were piling up. But really the story of game 3 was just how bad the Orioles are at defense. This game they had 5 errors, and there were some iffy plays that could have been called errors as well that would have given them like 6 or 7. Their defense is awful. A lot of those errors were made by Jorge Mateo, a former Yankee #1 prospect. So for things to go full circle like that, I feel bad for Jorge, but I guess that's just how this game goes. The Yankees sort of dodged a bullet there. And really, Aaron Judge ends up hitting a homer. The Yankees start to pour it on once they start getting opportunities. And there was someone in the stands that was saying this constantly. Yes, at times started to get annoying, but it was an absolutely factual statement. He kept saying, this is what you have to do to teams like this. You have to put the ball in play and make them lose the game themselves. And that's exactly what the Yankees did. They were down 2-0 early, but continued to just keep putting the ball in play and let good things happen. And that's exactly what happened. Judge had a few balls that were really hard hit that the fielders just couldn't pick up on. And also the wind was very difficult to time in the outfield. There was a play in center. I haven't rewatched the game, so I don't know, but it looked like Locastro early misplayed a ball in the outfield, and you could sort of feel it. It was cold as shit. It was windy, and so I could understand how they could have misplayed a bunch of balls like that. But here's the box score. Judge went 2 for 5 with that home run. He had 4 RBIs. LeMahieu had 3 runs, but only got 1 hit. That's crazy. And this is what I mean by the hits were piling up for Baltimore. This box score right here, which it was 10-2 going into the 9th. They had 5 runs on 14 hits, 5 errors. And I will tell you, Tyone gave up 7 of those hits. So if we minus like 4 of those hits because Mauriciano, or however you say the guy's name, Marinaccio, there it is. However you say that guy's name, Marinaccio, he sucks. Can we finally admit that? Like, it's a cool story, sort of like the Velasquez story. It was really cool. He's a hometown kid playing for his hometown team. Like, that's a fun story. But Velasquez was producing. This guy is coming in like very wide margined games, and he's starting to make them look way closer than they were. This game was an absolute beatdown, but he made it sort of respectable for Baltimore when he came in, giving up 3 runs in that 9th inning. Just wasn't. I just don't think he's ready, and I don't even know if he's 1 or 2 years away. The man just, I don't know. I just don't see much out of him. So we'll see what happens with him. I think he got sent down to AAA. I think Hicks is coming back after being on paternity leave, which will help this offense, even though on this winning streak, which is now extended to 7, I think. It's either 6 or 7. I would have to look, but either way, with this win streak, it's 6. The Yankees are scoring runs. They are putting runs up in bunches. And now with 3 games without Aaron Hicks, the Yankees scored 25 runs. They scored 27 runs. They scored 12 in the first, 5 in the second, and 10 in the third. That will win you games. And this is huge because usually for the Yankees, they struggle usually in April. April is usually not a good month. But then they have like an amazing summer half, and then that's how the Yankees usually get into the postseason. Now they're starting off hot. New York runs baseball right now. We have the number 1 and number 2 record in baseball, the Yankees and Mets. And so with this start, if the Yankees can also have that amazing summer half, then I think my prediction may come true, and the Yankees just may be the best team in the AL East. You still got Toronto there. I don't know what the fuck happened to Boston. Boston looks like they suck. They are losing games that they shouldn't at a large amount. Tampa still looks okay. Obviously, Baltimore is Baltimore. It seems like the Yankees have a chance to prove that they're the best team in the division. They have one of the best bullpens in baseball, and overall, they have one of the best pitching rotations, starters and relievers. They have one of the best pitching staffs in all of baseball. So let's keep this going. Winning streak is at 6. We are looking for 7 tonight against Kansas City. Kansas City has Salvador Perez, which will be a little bit of an issue. Bobby Witt Jr. was the number 1 prospect in baseball. This is another statement series, I hope. If we could at the very least take 2 out of 3 here, that will be a huge statement that, like, early on, this team is not to be fucked with. So, thank you all so much for watching. This Baltimore series was much needed after the last Baltimore series. The Yankees are now 4-2 against Baltimore. Hopefully they extend that even further when they play again. But if you enjoyed this video, leave a like down below. If you're new here, hit that sub button. I'm on my way to 1,000 subs before the playoffs. I need your help to get there. So if you wouldn't mind, hit that sub button to help me out with my goal. And I will see you guys next time. Peace.